September 21st. How can God's children be a conduit of His blessings? Matthew 5, verse 9 in the ESV says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God." God doesn't just ask His children to be peaceful. He wants His children to be peacemakers. God blesses our lives when we live as a conduit of His blessings to others. How do we become peacemakers? In The Secret of Happiness, the evangelist Billy Graham wrote, "To be a peacemaker, you must know the peace giver." That's what it means to be a conduit of God's blessings. Christians aren't just called to be light. We are called to give God's light to the world. Christians aren't given God's love only for their lives. We are given God's love so we can then have His love to share with others. God doesn't just give wisdom to those who ask. He gives wisdom to those who will use that wisdom for a kingdom purpose. The children of God are those who wisely use the peace of God to bring His peace to others. Our blessing isn't in simply having God's peace in our own lives. We need to make certain our blessings can flow into the lives of others. We can bring peace to the person behind the counter who has dealt with angry customers most of the day. We can bring peace to the disappointed traveler who missed their flight or whose plans may have been more important than ours. We can bring peace to the person who has more of the month left than the money for their month. We can bring God's peace to those around us because God has brought that same peace into our lives. We know He is the giver of all good things. Living as a peacemaker will be living with interruptions to our plans in order to follow God's path of blessing. Peacemakers will need to live wisely and seek God's peace before they have His peace to give. Peacemakers are blessed, and most importantly, they are seen as the children of God. Doesn't our world desperately need to witness the power and blessing of God through His children? Living with wisdom is a path to God's blessings. We should allow God's wisdom to fully inspire us to become a peacemaker. We want people to see us and know they are seeing a child